Today, I want to talk about EquityGates, also known as EquityGates.com, and share my thoughts after spending some time looking around the platform and testing how everything feels from a user point of view. This is not a sales pitch. So, starting from the general idea, EquityGates positions itself as a multi-asset broker, which basically means you're not locked into one single market. On EquityGates.com, you'll find Forex pair, indices, commodities, cryptocurrencies, and also stocks. I like that part because it gives you flexibility. You are not forced to open multiple accounts with different brokers just to trade different assets. That said, the variety is more about coverage than depth, so keep that in mind. The platform itself is web-based, but after a while it started to make sense. It's not the most modern-looking platform I've seen, but it's functional. And honestly, functionality matters more than design once you actually start trading. Now, accounts. EquityGates uses a tied account structure. Different account levels come with different conditions and features. Nothing unusual here, but I would say you really need to read the details. The information is there, but it's not always summarized in one neat table, so take your time before choosing. This is one of those areas where rushing is not a good idea. The deposits and withdrawals on EquityGates.com follow pretty standard procedures. You select your payment method, follow the steps, and wait for processing. I didn't notice any unrealistic claims about instant withdrawals, which I actually see as a good sign. Everything is explained in a fairly natural way without hype. Customer support was decent from my experience. They are somewhat unresponsive, as I did reach out just to gauge their response time. Their response was very quick, but not lightning quick. It was very professional and clearly written. They weren't overly nice, nor were they cold. They simply got straight to the point. The one other item that is worth mentioning in this EquityGates review is education. While there is a little bit of an educational aspect, it's not the core of what EquityGates does. If you're an absolute beginner who needs hand-holding through every single lesson, you might find the amount of educational materials provided here to be somewhat lacking. However, if you have basic knowledge, then it should be sufficient. So overall, how do I see EquityGates? For me, EquityGates feels like a broker that's trying to stay grounded. EquityGates.com is more about providing access to markets and letting the trader decide how to use the tools. That's pretty much my honest take on EquityGates and this EquityGates.com review. If you've tried EquityGates yourself, feel free to leave a comment. I love to hear your experience. And yeah, if you found this EquityGates review useful, please subscribe to the channel and stick around for more reviews like this. Hope this helps anyone considering EquityGates.com for their trading journey.